Hello everyone, welcome to Michael's Vlog. In this video, I'm going to be talking about blazing fast internet versus ultra slow internet in the Philippines. So when I first arrived here in the Philippines, I was actually on Mifi because that's what my wife had, is a mobile device that you could take with you anywhere. And unfortunately with that internet, it was kind of 50-50. Sometimes it would be really quick, other times it would just be outright slow. Now, the odd thing is if we went to Digos, which is about 2 hours from here, it would be extremely fast. It would almost be like I had home-based broadband. So it'd be very, very quick. And this internet was actually through Globe. And unfortunately, when it comes to the Mifi, at least at that particular time, it was just super slow and inconvenient, and it just didn't work all the time, or really the majority of the time, it really had a lot of issues. And so if you're a person who, really depends on the internet to, communicate with your family or to even work online, I would highly recommend that you do some research before you come here to ensure that the internet is going to be sufficient for you to maintain your clients and also to stay in contact with your family. Now, in my case, when I arrived here and I was using the Mifi, it created a lot of issues for me with my existing clients. And I would even go as far as to say that it was actually the result of me losing some clients because of the difficulty of being able to communicate with them. And I mean, these were high-paying clients that I had, and unfortunately, I ran into some situations like that. Now, after that experience with the Mifi, we eventually moved to getting home-based internet. In this case, we had PLDT because that was the only option that was available. And the same problem occurred. The internet was super slow. We only got 2 MBS for our speed connection. And, it was very difficult to communicate with clients. It was difficult to be able to reach my family and stay connected on the phone call. I mean, I can recall numerous times where I was on the phone with family or with clients, and I would say, hey, I have to call you back. I can't hear you. Can you repeat what you said? All these frustrating factors. Now, I'm not saying that that's the case with PLDT when it comes to its home-based internet right now, because this was a long time ago. I can't say that that's the case with Mifi anymore, with Globe, when it comes to their Mifi, but at least when I first arrived here, those were some of the big issues. Now, if we fast forward to the current time, and you want to talk about blazingly fast internet, then the best option is Globe, and that's for the home-based internet. Now, for the home-based internet, you can get around 50 MBS for around, I think, 1,800 pesos, which, don't quote me in this video because I'm just guessing off the top of my head, but I believe that's around $38 or so in US currency, depending on your exchange rate. Now, if you're talking about PLDT, their internet for 2 MBS, I think at the time when I first arrived here, I was getting like a cost of maybe 1,500 pesos. So 1,500 pesos for 2 MBS versus 1,800 pesos for 50 MBS. I mean, I don't think that's a really difficult choice to see where the big value is at. The best internet for blazingly fast speeds is going to be Globe. Now, we can talk all day about the speed of the internet, but let's talk about the reliability. Globe is very reliable. I would say within a year, maybe 3 or 4 times I've had issues. And in most of those cases, they mentioned that they had a service outage and it would be back on the same day. Now, there was like one instance or maybe 2 instances where, it was completely down and I had to actually have someone come out to take a look at the internet and fix it. Now, that is a downside to the Globe internet. When you do have a major issue, it may take them like a week to get to you. At least that was my experience, to get here and actually fix the internet. So that's very frustrating coming from a country where, if you have a problem with your internet, they fix it right away usually, and it's not a big deal. But because Globe is so reliable, that's really not a major disadvantage, but it is a disadvantage when you do have an issue with your internet that is major in nature. So if you had to pick between internet of PLDT or Globe, I would highly recommend that you go with Globe, unless PLDT has changed their plans and offered a better pricing module that would allow you to get equivalent internet that's somewhat the same as Globe. So I would have to give thumbs up to Globe. Use PLDT if you have to, like I did when I got here. I used PLDT. It got the job done the best way that it could, and I used it and I made it work. But if you have a choice, definitely go with Globe unless they've changed their plans and give you more value for your money. So that pretty much sums up my experiences with, blazingly fast internet versus, ultra slow internet. And it really depends on what you're using the internet for. If you're just using the internet to surf the web and send out emails, you're probably going to be fine with either internet system. But if you're going to be making phone calls to your family or to clients, you're going to need more reliability. If you're going to be uploading videos to the internet like I'm doing, then you need better reliability. And I'm sorry that you heard that sound in the back with the horn honking. My apologies to you. There's taxis and stuff that goes through our neighborhoods that might blow their horn. But if you had to pick something, go with Globe. Absolutely go with Globe. It's the best internet for your money that you can get here in the Philippines. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. And I want to say that I do have another video that's coming about my trip to Cebu. So definitely stay tuned for that. I don't know when I'm going to get a chance to upload it. I'm working really hard on it to make it, the best video I can so you guys can enjoy that. But just know that I'm going to be making more videos than what I've done in the past, because I usually show up and then I disappear for a few months, show up, disappear a few months. But I really have some time available on my hands right now. So definitely make sure you stay tuned, subscribe, leave thumbs up, share the video with other people's. And I hope to see you in future videos on Michael's Vlog. Until then, have a great day.